All right, guys, I am up here now on the 4th floor of the old Clark Hospital. I'm going to try and experiment, and then we're going to walk around. I'm going to show you some things here. There's been a ton of videos on the Clark Hospital, on the haunted Clark Hospital, all right? Take it for what it's worth, all right? A lot of it is bullshit, all right? Let me explain. Years ago, I ran into a man named Mark Nesbitt. Look it up, Mark Nesbitt. He was from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. He did a lot of paranormal studies down there. He lived down there. Gettysburg is a lot of paranormal down there, but he did a lot of study. I ran into him one time when I was staying at Cashville Hotel. Cashville Hotel is considered one of the most haunted places in the Gettysburg area. And I spoke to him, introduced myself to him, I recognized him. I said, Mark, do you always see ghosts? Do you always hear different things? He said, no, you don't. He goes, 9 times out of 10, nothing. They're not going to jump out and show themselves. They're not going to scream and holler. They're not going to make themselves noticed. So when I see people that do videos on the old hospital, I seen a ghost, I heard this, I heard that. I tend not to believe it, all right? Now there has been some big paranormal people, well-known, Ghost Hunters International. I wouldn't go in there. They did all these experiments and stuff. And like I say, they're 24/7. They don't come out at night. They're 24/7 here. They're gonna be made, if you're gonna notice them or hear something, it's gonna be all the time. Here's the thing about Clark here in the hospital. This is all open air. Everything here is open air. There's no windows, it's not enclosed, there's nothing. You have multiple buildings all around here, multiple businesses. There's construction going on. There's a warehouse really close. There's trucks in there loading and unloading trailers. There's always a bang. There's always somebody yelling. So you're going to hear that. You're going to hear that, right? Noise travels. Noise travels. So that's why I say when people, oh, I heard this or I heard that, I don't believe it. I've been here 7 years. I've probably come up here 12 dozen times, or not 12, at least 2 dozen times throughout the 7 years. One time I did experience something. A noise was coming from down in the basement. I knew it was coming from the basement. I was the only one here. I went in and I investigated, nothing. I've had weird feelings here. I've had my hair stand up on end when I'm in here. I've had a feeling of heavy sorrow. You got to understand something. During the Vietnam War era, this place was used heavily. They were bringing guys in from Vietnam with messed up body parts, arms gone, legs gone, burn wounds. A place of horror and sorrow all at the same time. People died in here. It was a horrific place, horrific. So when I hear people say these stories, and there's a ton of them, they want to throw scary music to try to scare you and stuff. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Do I believe there are spirits here? Yes. Do I believe they are in the area and they roam here? Yes. I've heard multiple stories about kids crying. Okay. Nurses roaming around. Okay. Cries of help. Yes, I believe that. Screaming of pain. Yes, I believe that. You speak to the people that have spent a lot of time here. What do I mean by that? People that, like a guard, that's been here for years. At night, there was a bus shed down here where they used to drop people off during the heyday. There were squatters in there. I talked to them. They said they would hear things. Those are the people I believe. But anyways, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an experiment today. All right, we're going to walk around. All right, I got my phone over here. We are on the wing. Let me turn this on. All right, we're on, like I said, the 4th floor, and from my understanding, the 4th floor is where the patients recovered. And as I walk around, I'll explain how I came about this, and it probably is. We're going to do an experiment today. I got my cell phone here, all right? I got some old songs from the 60s and 70s, all right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these songs, and as we walk away, I'm going to leave the phone play. It's strong, it's secured right here. It can't be knocked off, it can't fall over, all right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some of this music. And if there are any spirits here, I welcome you to come down here, listen to the music, sit down, enjoy the music. We're not here to cause you any pain, any horror. We're just here to be here to check out the hospital, all right? I'm an American from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I'm here just to be here. So like right now I got like a heavy feeling on me, like a heavy feeling, like a feeling of sorrow. These guys, they fought a vicious, very nasty war. A lot of people died, a lot of people with pain. They didn't have PTSD, they didn't know what that was back then. But yes, highly respect for you soldiers that have come through here and passed away. So I'm gonna turn on the music and then we're gonna walk away and I'm gonna show you this wing here. All right, here we go. I got the music playing behind us. Like I said, we are on the 4th floor and I understand that this was a floor where people were recovering up here. Let me show you where we're at. Here are your elevators right here that come up to the floor. There's just 1, 2, 3 elevator shafts. I don't have my light, but the elevator's right there. Like it is stuck right there. You can see the wires that come up through here. This one here is, whoop, big old hole there. Another one right here, there's some wires. But here's why I say this to me is probably where they were housed, where soldiers recovered. Let me explain, let me show you. As you come down through here on either side, you will see this here, all right? I don't know how well you can see that. Let me get some light. But I think this was your shower. Each room has this here. It's like a shower area right here. All right, each area has this. Why do I think it's a shower? There were boxes mounted here, right here. Right here, you could see there are holes. Something was here, 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 and here, and here. And here's another thing that I observed while I was here. You could see right here, there was a wall here. Comes down here, comes down, and then it ends right here. Then there's an opening right here, and then it's here again, a structure. What appears to be a wall, all right? There's a structure here, probably divided each room, and as you look up, you can see here was probably where the wall came down through here, all right? Here's another thing that I think too, when I looked here, all right? If you look up, let me show you here, let me get a good one here, right here. You can see right here, this line where my finger is, that goes around. There was a tracking there. There had to be a tracking there, all right? You know how in the hospitals, when the nurses would pull a curtain around you? I say that was tracking for the curtain that went around each person in each bay here. And it's all the way down through here. You can see it. Here. Here. And then you had your wall. All right? That would be my guess. That would be my guess. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I asked people to help me out here in the open here. I don't know. Was this a nurse's station? It's hard to see. You can see the tile here. Were these nurses' stations where the nurses sat, did all their paperwork, tended to the patients? I don't know. That's why I'm asking people. I mean, there's lines coming up. Could be power, could be electric, could be plumbing, multiple things, multiple. This obviously could have been a breaker box, this open area here, or it could have been an emergency pull alarm. This could have been a breaker box. But as you can see, every single area or every single space down through here is set up the same. That's why I say this could have been where They housed the patients while they were recovering. So hard to see, so hard to understand. Even here, you can tell there was tracking up here. What was this area here? Could it have been a toilet? A bathroom area? There's a hole here that appears to be what would be a toilet. A toilet, all right? We don't know, I don't know. There's a wall standing, imagine that. What was this? Then you came out here. That's the contractors downstairs. And then you had your outside stairwell that went up and out to the next floor. And your outside area here. Help me out. People, help me out. Those that have been here, help me out. This, of course, is your main walkway that went down through here. And then I say you came into here, there was another walkway. Then here was another room, as you can tell by the remains of what was a wall. If I were to guess, probably a bathroom area right here. But this is what I want to know. These are the things I want to know. The history, not the paranormal part of it, all right? But like I said, I do believe in it. I want the history of how it was, what it looked like. I can only imagine what it was and what it looked like. All right, so I've come back to the cell phone. The music was playing the whole time. Nothing happened. Nothing crazy happened. Phone didn't jump off the shelf and skip ahead or anything like that. Just an experiment, you know, something to do, something different. They say sometimes when you present sounds and objects of the past, when they were here or anywhere, sometimes you never know. So anyways, yeah, nothing crazy happened. But yeah, I'm actually gonna hit the next floor too. Hit the next floor. All right, we're gonna head up to the 5th floor. You can see the steps have been cleaned off. Everything's been cleaned up. This is part of the phase 1 cleanup project here. All your stairwells are clean. So now we're up at the 5th floor. And it is the same setup as the 4th floor. Same exact setup, aside from the the graffiti, same exact setup. Here's where I stood to start. Here's where I was, except for the box is not there, which was down below. But you can see, same setup, everything. Was this a ward for pediatric? Because there was pediatric, there was children born here. Was this a pediatric ward? I don't know. Help me out, guys, help me out. Once again, the showers, the rooms. Obviously, this was all enclosed. Here are your elevators again. Same setup. Same exact setup. I know, I've said it again. I said it and I'll say it again. I think they said 200. It was set up for 200 patients. Could have been more, but 200, I think they said. Another thing I got to laugh at is some people said, yes, this was used during World War II. All right, and I got to laugh. Here's why I got to laugh. All right, this was started in 1960. The construction of this hospital, 1960, right? Completed April, stairwell, completed April of 1964. Do the math. When was World War II, right? Right? I want to maybe shoot up to the next level. There's the guards. Let me let me shoot up to the next level. As you can see, it is cleaned. This is level 6. Level 6. All right, so there's 6 floors and then a roof. Same setup. Same exact setup. So 4, 5, and 6 is set up the same. 4, recovery. 4, 5, and 6, recovery. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I'm not going to take a walk because there's a lot of water sitting up here. This is one of many things that that's going to have to be addressed when it comes to getting this place up and running. I'm not going to go up to, the next is the roof. I'm not going up to the roof, been up there, nothing really up there. But there it is. I also want to do more of a walkthrough in another video of the 2nd floor. Maybe people can help me out with that area too. Then we're going to hit the basement. The basement really intrigues me. It's not the basement, it's the lowest floor. That really intrigues me. How things are down there, or how things were down there, how things were set up down there. So anyways, guys, leave your comments below. Shoot me an email. Go on to my About section, and my email's in there. Shoot me an email with anything you have, any stories you have. But I'm going to leave you with one story that I read online. A nurse was telling a story about a soldier in Vietnam that came over here. All right, sad story, sad story. He was brought here. Leg was gone, completely gone. The nurse started talking to the fella, and she asked him his name, and she told him his name. And he said, yes, but my friends back home. And this guy, she said, was a very tall guy, this soldier. He had said, my friends back home called me Stretch, right? When he told her that, she smiled a little bit. Then the soldier started crying because he had lost his leg, right? He started crying. She said the next day, the nurse came in to check on the patient, and he died overnight. Sad story, one of many horrific stories that happen here. So, all right, guys, if you find this of any information, or if you find this informal, let me know. Leave your comments below. This is shit I like doing. This is what I like doing. So, all right, guys, with that being said, we will talk to you later.